Hi, what's up, man? Hi, I hope you're doing well and everything is alright with you. I see there are new filters available again. No, I don't try them. We must just laughing again, so okay. Yeah, hi guys. Toot toot toot. Let's see if people would join. Crazy woman, and I don't know what this is, but it looks a little bit strange. So let's see if people would join. Much love to you. I just do some experiments. I check out the new filters here. Hi guys, I'm Sandra, the extraterrestrial. Whoa, hi. Much love to you. Wow, these filters are very next level, man. What is this? Ooh, ooh. Hi. Hi, much love to you. How are you doing? I hope you're okay. I see a few people watching. It's a little bit quiet, I think. It's Monday. Oh gosh. Whoa. What is this, please? Oh my gosh. Oh no. This suit is also crazy on TikTok. What is this, please? I don't understand this. I must catch the balloons, I think, and... Hi, guys! Shush. Oh, baby. Yeah, hi, I'm Akura. I'm a starter from Germany. Habibi, come to Germany. I offer psychic readings. And you find all my links here. So when you take a click onto my TikTok channel, so you will find my link tree. Oh my gosh. Oh man, this filters are so crazy. But I already tried many of them. But I think this is still my favorite one. Yeah, I think this is still my favorite one. So, hi guys. Party. Yeah, it's very crazy. Maybe, yeah, we can talk about the Burning Man in this case. I mean, yeah, I was there, And from this event, I have this here now. So, from the Burning Man. Man, can I change the wig or is it just one? No, it's just this one. Oh, yeah, but maybe it fits good. It fits perfectly to my dress and to my scarf again. Hi guys, much love to you. I'm Sandra Akura. I do psychic readings as well. And yeah, I'm here and I wear a crazy wig. Yeah, and we can talk a little bit about the current energies as well. What's happening over there? I talk about the Burning Man and what I'm getting. Yeah, this rain. It was very strong rain. I watched some videos yesterday, Las Vegas as well. So, and my first impulse, it's man-made. It's not real. It is not real. So, and I cannot say for sure why they did it with this area. I really don't know. Maybe it's really just about to decrease the vibration there. I feel there is something else happening again. So just saying, yeah, you know my take on about all this. I received tons of comments, especially on Instagram, really. And I'm pretty sure most of these were AI, and they were just laughing their asses off about the people, and they're surrounded by mud. They even cannot leave. So they cannot come in, they cannot leave, everything is just muddy there. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure it was AI, in many ways. Not everyone, but it's really not easy to discern. So who's a true person and what is AI generated? Yeah. And then I had an impulse to do a video on this. It was the video, a very important message to the spiritual community. Watch this if you feel it. Because I see we really must unite, guys. That's adorable. You say, yeah, I mean, maybe my hair will be this way when they grow. Oh, no. Or maybe I will work as a clown very soon. So I think you never heard about it, right? And I work as a clown too. So I must put all my glasses on. So maybe then it looks cool. I don't know. I think here it is. Oh, you can still see me. Interesting. Is it still working when I... Oh! Oh my gosh, see what happens with the wig. My hair! They're flying away. They're taking off slowly. Yeah, they must improve the filters. It's not working 100%. Okay, I put on my glasses now, so... So I think now we are ready for the Burning Man, I think. So love and light. Peace to you all. Oh my God. I look like a crazy punk. So I think I can go everywhere. I mean, it fits perfectly to a raving party. It also fits to the dark wave community, to the metal community, to the hip hop community. What do you think? So to Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, I think it fits. What do you say? I'm a multi around, right? All arounder. Amazing. Yeah, I keep this week a little bit on. Otherwise, we really go crazy. Yeah, I published a video today, so maybe you already saw this one. It was a video to the spiritual community because, yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. And I also, I checked some Burning Man channels. I really must say, I just trust my heart and my intuition. So this means I'm not with the Burning Man, not against the Burning Man. So I just trust my intuition. My intuition always told me, no, don't go to the Burning Man. So I cannot say for sure, but I just trust my intuition. My intuition always told me, no, stay away from these psytrance festivals. So a few times I was surrounded by people that like this style. Yeah, and I do agree, drugs, LSD, just drugs, taking drugs. And yeah, it was not my lifestyle, so to speak. So a few times, yeah, I visited some little events somewhere in Germany, and all what they used was drugs. So it's like you couldn't have a normal conversation with them. So I understand why many people say this about the Burning Man. I mean, the Burning Man is one of the largest psytrance festivals in the world, I think. So, but we must see really the people. And I'm very, how should I explain this, worried about what's going on in the spiritual community. My heart never told me to visit the Burning Man, to visit big psytrance festivals. Because at one hand, I don't like that so many people are surrounding me so close and I have no space for myself. I don't like this feeling. And in return, I just trust my intuition. That's all I can say. A few times I visited some rainbow gatherings. I talk about the rainbow trap gatherings. Do you know these groups? The hippie lifestyle, flower power returns. So they are located all over the world, even in Germany. And they have a meetup somewhere in nature. One time I was there and it was the same. It's not pure. It's not pure and clean. So they also have their problems. Much judgment when you're a little bit outside the box. Yeah, judging people a lot. So I experienced this too. I heard it by many people. So in return, I just want to tell you, all communities are not clean yet. It doesn't matter where you are, but I really must tell you, the most high vibrational people I met was in the metal community. In the metal community, which you believe, oh gosh, they just this way, right? Rock in Park and so much more, the Wacken Festival. But especially there, I met the most high vibrational people. Kind people, hypersensitive, and I don't know why, but many empaths like this kind of music. Yeah, maybe you know what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm drawn to them. Yeah, so I cannot talk for every person there. I mean, when you join communities, you will always face the dark side and the light side. Nowhere there's just light. The same goes to the hip-hop community, the same. You always find the dark side and the light side. But in general, I really must say, especially in the dark wave and in the metal community, I met the most friendly people. Really, more friendly to the rainbow gatherings. I'm not kidding. So just saying, I just can tell you we must unite and we must detach from these labels. And I was so shocked to read all these comments. So I did a reaction video onto the people, right? They are suffering now, so they cannot leave at the moment. Okay, there are many, they still jump around and they dance in the mud. I see, they're almost naked on the Burning Man. But really, guys, you will see as long as we have a physical body, we always have the light and the dark side. Yes, and there are many people that say it's a dark ritual, the Burning Man is a dark ritual, why do you support this? And they unfollowed me because they believed I'm with the Burning Man. It's like, guys, so I'm not with and I'm not against the person. I'm an Arcturian, and Arcturians just observe. So I just observe and I observe everything. So when I react to an event, it doesn't say that I'm with or against it. So observe. So, and just trust your intuition. So, and I see there are many people, they are suffering too, or they don't know. So maybe they don't use drugs, for example, on the Burning Man. Yeah, maybe many people do, but not everyone. We cannot put all people into the same pot or top pot, you know, the same with me. So I must really say this makes me worried. And it's the same with the spiritual community. I already talked about it many times. The spiritual community is infiltrated too. You find the truth almost nowhere. Because that's the game here. We slowly transcend and we understand again. What does it mean? So what does it mean? And don't take it always so seriously, guys. So what is this when you just choose one side of the coin? And I told you this so many times. You are at war. You are at war with yourself in first case. And you are at war with other people which don't have the same opinion. So, and this is the old world. Can't we overcome this slowly? Don't we see what happens? So when we do this, we cannot unite. So, and we empaths, we have so much compassion, so much love in our hearts. Yes, we just see the darkness now. And this is part of the divine process. We see the darkness. We see the evil ones. Yes, and you can call them the evil ones because they fight life. It's the opposite. They don't work with life, so they fight life. So this is called an evil one. So you also can call them a psychopath, a sociopath, a narcissist. Because when we talk about the negative alien agenda, we speak about psychopaths. So this means a draconian, in other words, is a psychopath. So where is the difference? It's the same. It's like we talk about the same. But these entities are originated in higher dimensions. So just feel the frequency. Really, and I pray anyway. Because I feel it's man-made. And is this not sad enough? That there are some forces that create so much chaos again. And it's actually not needed. So, and then we tell each other, haha, finally they are suffering this way. And I was pretty sure many of these comments were AI. These were totally new people. I never saw them on my channel, never. On Instagram. It went totally out of control. So, wow. Wow. So, and even if it's so, and these were true people which left us comments, we cannot call ourselves love and light and spiritual. Because true love from Christ means you see the light and the dark side. You embody both because actually you are both. So you are the dark side and the light side. So, and you just transcend everything and just speak from your heart. Yes, hi Nadia, much love to you. Yeah, I'm ready for the Burning Man, you know. So we must really increase our vibration because they try to drive us crazy. That we choose a side, that we are all divided and that we are all at war with each other. I mean, what is this? So we cannot unite in this way. What is this? So even I talked about it. Yes, I have some Nike shoes here and some Adidas shoes myself. But does this make me now an evil person? Even when I know this sign from Nike means Saturn. It's the Saturn ring. Nike means Enki. Even the same words, the same letters. Do you see this? Nike, Enki. They're overworking with codes. Yeah, and now what? Does this make you and me an evil person? Do you understand this? I don't understand. We really live in a matrix which was ruled by these dark extraterrestrials. And now slowly we just begin to see what's going on here. But they also played their part in the game, because through the darkness you understand what Christ is, you understand what love is. So instead of blaming others, so what is this? So we cannot unite for real. So, and now I think I turn my glasses away and I make this. Oops. My hair, they're suddenly gone. What's going on? Yeah, now we are serious again. Very serious. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I also was guided to a very interesting picture. I don't know if I can share this one with you. And this explains exactly what I'm getting, especially in the spiritual community. Let's see if you... No, you cannot see, right? No, that's not the right one. You can't see anything. Oh, man. Okay, this is not the right one. 1 second. Where is it? Green screen. Here it is. I think it's this one, or is it this one? I try with this one now. Okay, can you see it now? Oh, now you can see, right? Oh, ta-da! Do you see? This is what's going on in every community. How we should be and how we are. Do you see this? And these narcissists are masters in provoking us. That we are all fighting each other. And we don't see who is working from behind. It works perfectly, isn't it? You know, they control the weather. They create chaos everywhere. Energy weapon. Whoa! And the people are fighting each other. And it's the game they play since aeons. Why don't we see? We start seeds. Yeah, I know maybe it sounds a little bit funny. Actually, it's sad. But we really must unite slowly. We must see these games. Yes. And these are narcissists, psychopaths, and sociopaths. So when we talk about a draconian, when we talk about a gray, we talk about these personalities. Oh, it's still activated. Oops. How can I stop with this? 1 second. Here, okay. So we really must overcome this. Otherwise, we will really not make it. So this is just my take on. So what I do is I pray for these people. So even I pray for those beings which drink the blood of children. So I know this report about the Burning Man. Oh, yes, I know. And Zuckerberg says yes to the Burning Man. Even Elon Musk says yes to the Burning Man. They like this festival. So when you dive deeper into it, oh, why is Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk doing this to the Burning Man? Okay, when you dive very deep into this, but you know, there are so many people that just transform the energy. You understand? So not everyone is doing the same. Not everyone is doing the same. And as mentioned, I find this everywhere. In all communities. In all communities, it's infiltrated. Ego battles. You understand? Everywhere. I also saw this in the vegan community. Imagine, in the vegan community. Germany, right? Many vegans are here in Germany. Raw vegans too. You know, healthy food is still very cheap in Germany. So you can still afford it in many ways. Potatoes and carrots, you know, typical German food. So, and I saw the same even in these raw vegan communities. It was just about which body is more detoxed. My body is more detoxed than yours because I already practice fruitarian food. I just eat fruits. Oh, sometimes I still eat cooked food. This means I'm not worthy as you because you already practice fruitarian diet. This, for example, ego battles. Or you cannot imagine how many raw vegans stared at me. They stared at me, you know, because I don't look like a hippie, but I eat vegan food and I don't look like a hippie. I don't wear always barefoot shoes, not always Goa trousers, you know, and I simply did my own thing always. So when I felt it, hey, I want to wear a necklace, I want to wear a dress and my high heels or whatever. So then I visited these raw vegan events with my high heels And so many people already stared at me and they judged me like, is she crazy? She cannot be a raw vegan. See, she wears high heels. She cannot be a vegan. You understand? And really, I see this in almost every community. And I see the same in the spiritual community. It's like you're just spiritual when you do yoga. You're just spiritual when you meditate the whole day, and you're just spiritual when you collect your oracle cards. So, and then me again. She says she is a starseed. She talks about spirituality, but then she wears Nike shoes. Boom! For example, you see this? This will never bring us together. These are all ego battles. And why are we doing this? Because we are so hungry for love. We are so hungry for love and for appreciation. We believe when we belong, when we follow the rules in a community, finally we receive love. Now we are worthy. And I saw this in the raw vegan community so many times. So that's why I had to detach from this community myself. It was just about, I already practice raw vegan food diet since 6 years. I just started with it. I already practice Rotarian food. My body is more detoxed. Judging people which still ate meat and so much more. And I was just sitting there. My gosh, please, guys, what is this? Guys, we just do this because we are so hungry for love, isn't it? And we believe when we follow the rules, when we follow these standards, now we are worthy, right? And then these ego battles. Hey, I'm so much far beyond you. You know, I practice fasting. I don't need food for real. It's like there was just competition with each other, so. And no love, no compassion, just judgment. And I see this really in almost every community. So I tried it with so many communities, with the spiritual community, with the metal community, with the dark wave community, with the hip hop community, with the techno community. So I tried with so many communities, but everywhere it was the same. Like I have to follow rules finally to belong. So this means when I enter a metal community and I put on my raving clothings, I have some. This means I'm not a metalhead or what? You understand? And why are we doing this? Because we believe we are safe, because we want to belong to a group. This is our deepest fear, that we are so afraid of being alone, right? And then we want to belong finally to receive love and appreciation. The same goes to the fashion industry. I also worked in the fashion industry many years. Super narcissistic what happens there. So, but I still like it to change my outfits and to do experiments. But I'm not like them or most of them. So I went through this and I saw what happens there. So it's super narcissistic. Really, it is. So, but it doesn't mean that I belong to these groups, that I do the same. Right? So, but I never belonged to them because I just did it from my heart, because for me it's art. The same goes to metal. So when I feel that I want to listen to this music, I do it. But I don't look this way and I don't follow the rules. You know, finally to belong. I like Celtic music too. The Viking music. So I like that. But I don't look like them. So this means when I would enter a Viking or a Middle Age festival in Germany, because this is booming in Germany too, so they would all stare at me or already see their faces. Because I just do my own thing. So, and I have this since childhood. I never belonged to a community. So, and what shocks me is the spiritual community, because I see the most judgment there now. So much judgment, so much blaming, so much hate. And it feels to me like many people were always afraid to do shadow work. They were always afraid to see these toxic personalities. And now the divine process is we see them. And we see what they do. Yes, and I'm very aware of the Burning Man. That Elon Musk, yes, pushes it. Zuckerberg pushes it. I know these reports. But you must see there are thousands of people there. They have no idea. I believe not everyone knows. They have no idea. And they just want to enjoy their time with their friends. And not everyone is using drugs and alcohol. Not everyone. So do you see this general statements? it's dividing us. It's the same with what food you eat. The same. So I eat still raw vegan-based food. So even when I detached from this community because it was too much judgment, like the people just stared at me. Okay, I was guided to some of my soul sisters and brothers that practiced the same diet, but many of them, they just stared at me, they judged me, they talked about me. So wow, and I believed you are here for a lighter world. And now you do exact the same, what we know from the hijack matrix. The collective is exactly doing the same. They behave in the same way. So why are we doing this? So, and I would never have the idea to tell my community, hey, you all must eat raw vegan food because it's the only way. Do you understand this? This is the old world, these general statements or general statements that veganism is an agenda. I'm careful because there are also many videos, especially on YouTube, in which spiritual entities telling the people veganism is an agenda because of Billy. Because Billy invested in the Beyond Meat burger, a vegan burger. Ooh. So when he invested, this means it's an agenda for sure. You know, but what if he's doing that to release his karma? What if he's doing that to play the nice guy? You understand? What if he's doing that to play the nice guy? Because they are fully aware of the young generation. They know that many young people, they try to break free and they try to find new ways. What if he just wants to appear as the nice guy, as the friendly guy, who just tries to help us? You understand? It doesn't say that he is pushing an agenda, that veganism is an agenda. So, and there are also many videos going around on YouTube, spiritual videos, and these are general statements, and I can prove them wrong. I know many. So they practice raw vegan diet and they go into the gym. So they have strong muscles and they do sports. So they are doing so much better than before. But I also know many people, they don't do good with vegan and they had to go back to vegetarian food or back to meat because I believe every physical body needs a little bit different food. So I'm so careful with these general statements. I'm so careful with these videos on YouTube too, which tell you veganism is an agenda because I already can prove them wrong. So because there are some people it works, but I know also many people it didn't work. So we must trust our own intuition. We must free ourselves from the mind prison. That's all about. And I see this mind prison in so many communities. And you will see it brings you a feeling of safety to belong to a group, to follow the rules. Finally, to call yourself, hey, I'm vegan. I'm spiritual. Okay. But in return, you feel this mind prison. It's really a matrix again. It's a mind prison. It's over and over the same cycle and see what happens with your energy. And actually, we just want to break free, isn't it? The children, they know. Children are so free. So they just discover life and they live every moment and they're so connected. Why do we keep it so hard instead of seeing their hearts? The same with the Burning Man again. Yes, maybe they're awesome. They are aware of this. You know what I'm talking about. But I received so horrible comments onto this. And I know also people, personal, they go to the Burning Man. In Germany, there are some small festivals. They go to the Burning Man in the USA. And to be honest, these are very friendly people and I never heard about this. So that's what I try to say. We really must discern and we must stop with these general statements. With this is all good and this is all evil. In fact, you just can talk from your experience. And my experience along my journey is I never belonged to a community. And the people always tried to give me a label and it never worked. So even when I listen to metal many times, it doesn't say that I do what they do. So, and I even don't look this way. So when I feel I want to listen to some psytrance songs, then I simply do it, but I don't do what they do. You understand this? This is my problem. So, and I remember I got this question since childhood or since I'm a teenager. Why am I so different? Why can't I belong? So it's not working. And I believed a long time I'm crazy and something is wrong with me. And then I understood one thing. The reason is you just stay in your heart and you create from your intuition. You just do what your heart tells you. Because when you do what your heart tells you, you break all cages. You suddenly break all cages. And when you belong to an Arcturian, yeah? So many of them, they never had a physical experience, by the way, Arcturians. So they come from a plane and there is no darkness and there is no light. So everything exists in their homes. So, and I don't choose a side either. Why should I? So I know when I choose a side, I'm in fight with a group. I'm in fight with an agenda. So I just trust my intuition and I just observe. So when people resonate with me, I'm happy. And when I do what my heart tells me, I believe I can touch people more as to follow any rule. You understand what I'm talking about? Finally, to call myself, I'm spiritual. And in return, we need labels. We need labels to navigate, right? But don't attach on them too much. Or that you find excuses. Hey, I must be this way because I'm a starseed. I must be this way because I'm a Pleiadian. I must be this way because my zodiac is Pisces. Okay? It's like, okay, now we are finding excuses again. And what if the challenge is to embody all 12 zodiacs? What if? That you even break free from this and say, hey, actually, I'm everything and nothing. So, wow, what cool is it to embody 12 zodiacs at the same time? Because actually you are everything and nothing. And this is what I'm getting many times in these communities. There's excuses. No, I don't go in relationship with Scorpio because I'm Gemini. This will never work, for example, right? Even when you feel in your heart, yeah, actually I fell in love with him and I like her, I like him. No. It's forbidden. Don't do this because he is Scorpio and you are Gemini. That's not good. Please don't do this. You understand? It's like, no, we give our power away. And what if the challenge is to embody all 12 zodiac signs? And then you break free again. So this is how I see this. So because you're so much more than just a zodiac, you're so much more than just a starseed, but in return, you need labels to understand. You need labels to navigate the storm. Okay? So I don't know if this resonates, and this is my message again to the spiritual community. Please, we must unite and we see the intents of the people. So please see the hearts and don't put every person into the same pot. I know it's easy for our brains, right? He's evil, she's good, right? This, boom, boom. To judge people, to give them a label, but what kind of life is this? This is not a new earth. So Christ means you see these two sides and you see all frequencies. And you even don't avoid a frequency. It's just my take on, because everything exists here in 3D. Every frequency exists. So they all play their part in this crazy video game. Just saying. Okay, guys. So let's see. Yes, I received a donation, I see, by Christine. Thank you so much for trusting in my service. So when you want to have a reading with Silly Sandra Akura, you find my TikTok channel here. When you take a click onto my TikTok channel, you see my link tree in my bio. And when you take a click onto my link tree, you will see my PayPal donation links. So spirit guide readings are $22.22 US dollars. Starseed readings are $33.33 US dollars. And life energy healings are $44.44 US dollars. And my take on is, don't keep it always so complicated. So really, our heads, they make it so complicated, our brains. But you know, the truth is so easy. It's our heart. It's our heart. That's all I can say. Thank you so much, guys. I see a few AI channels are already here again. Welcome. Yeah, also this. It's actually just about if the AI takes over or not. So when you dive very deep into this, very, very deep into the rabbit hole, you know, it's just about the AI. If the AI is taking over humanity, if we merge biologically with the AI or not, and everything else, bullshit. These are just ego battles because we have other problems soon. So, and the more that people expand their consciousness and see what's going on from behind, I talk about a psychopath, a narcissist, and a sociopath. Yes, and these personalities are real. You can prove it with science. Their brains are working different. And your brain as an empath works different too. So you are the opposite of a sociopath. You are the opposite. Plus and minus have a meetup, if you will. Okay. So, and the more you see through them, the more they lose power over the people because they cannot manipulate us any longer. As I showed you this picture, right? We must stand strong. We must stand together. And suddenly we are all fighting and we don't know why. Because they worked from behind and they tried to provoke us and they tried to generate war from behind. And you have no idea it was a psychopath which provoked us to fight. Or the AI. For example, they also use the AI to attack us, yes. That's why don't believe everything you see on social media and don't believe every comment you see on social media. Just my take on. They are masters in scanning your brainwaves because they have different technology too. They are masters in scanning your brainwaves and they always attack your weakness. So because these personalities are narcissists, so they need this feeling of dominate over a person. And they want to study their brain waves. And they want to see your weakness. And I tell you, every person has a weakness. So even when you are aligned, when you are in peace consciousness, you still have a weakness. Because you are a human. We have a human experience now. So we all have some weaknesses. So be it you love it to smoke cigarettes, just an example. Or you have a problem with women or with men or whatever it is. So they see this. So they over and over try to attack you there. Bam, bam, just with the goal to break you or to use you. And this is what they do with many of us starseeds now. They just try to use us from behind and you have no idea that someone provoked us. Because they're using frequencies. They know frequency speaks the truth. And you must see all frequencies slowly. Because every frequency exists here in 3D, all frequencies. So in every being vibrates in a different frequency, in a different color. And this is how we recognize each other. So I don't know if this resonates with you, but this is what I feel. We must overcome this. And the more you see this, the more they lose power. They just are strong because almost no one sees them. So don't be afraid to see them and their games. And this is the divine process. So don't be afraid because they played their part too. But they believe they are strong when no one sees them. When no one sees them or no one believes they are real, they can go on. So, but the more you transcend the illusion, so the more they lose power over you. It's the same you as an empath when you were in relationship with a narcissist. And now you watch videos about narcissism, typical traits, and you understand how they play. Believe me, you will never fall for a narcissist. But when you don't know how they play, maybe you will fall for them over and over and over and over again. But why? It's like you're always suffering. It's over and over the same result. So you are empty, you have no energy, no power. They destroy your self-worth. Maybe you have no money. Why? Over and over the same. So, but when you see what they do, when you see how they play, you just protect yourself. And that's different as spreading fear. Do you see the difference? It's not about spreading fear. It's about to see what they do. Finally, to navigate through the storm and to protect you as an empath. And maybe you had this over and over and over again when you don't see the first signs. Maybe you fell for them over and over and over again. You fell for a narcissist over and over and over again, and the result is the same. You have a burnout, you are depressed, you have no energy. Why? Over and over the same. So when you just see through this bomb and finally you detach and imagine when humanity would see through this too, what should they do? Yeah, they are located basically in 4D, these beings, yes. So then we can call them draconians, we can call them grays, because these are toxic personalities. You understand? So, and they played a part too, I believe. But you have a human experience, and when you suffer like crazy, you can love them, but you must say a no. So it doesn't say when you say a no, that you don't have compassion for them anymore. You understand? You still love them. You still love a narcissist, but you just place a boundary. You can't say no and still love a person. It doesn't mean when you say no that you don't love this person. Do you understand this? I don't understand this. Because many people in the spiritual community telling you this. True love means always saying yes, no. We have these two sides. It must be in balance. Yes and no must be in balance. Otherwise, you are at war with yourself and you feel empty, exhausted. You will see when you always say yes, you feel exhausted. When you always say no, you feel exhausted. The result is always the same. You must find balance. It's all about balance, guys. So I don't know if this resonates with you, but I had the impulse to talk about it. So now I tried again with Christine. I don't know if you already reached out to me. Man, I talked so much now again. It's really over and over the same. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all the people which are joining now. They're so lovely people. I see you. Hi, Kira. Servus, Christi, Kira. Thank you so much, Blu-ray Heart Frequency, for your lovely comment. Oh, thank you so much, Unique Beauty. Oh, thank you so much for your kind compliment. Just love you. Oh, thank you. I love you too. Hi, Sandra. So, where is Christina, please? You asked for a reading. I hope you are still here. I was talking a lot now, right? Thank you so much. Sister speaks. Oh, thank you so much, Bonnie. Yeah, it's so easy. It's like when you just trust your intuition, you have a connection to everything, to all communities. So, but you don't do everything what they do. So this is confusing over and over the people. So I had this always, even when I worked in the fashion industry, you know, many people believed I behave like them because many times I do look like them. But when they talked to me, I was totally different. It's very interesting. Ah, you are still here. Okay, thank you. I read your message. You asked for starseed reading. Yeah, thank you so much for trusting in my service, Christine. Let's do this. First of all, I ask, are you a starseed soul? Yes, you are one. I feel you were born as a crystal child. So you are a crystal starseed, like me. Welcome to the club. So the crystal children are just here to spread happiness and joy. So this is what I'm getting. I feel your energy is very warm. You have a very sunny energy, a very wide open heart, and you have compassion always, joy in your heart, and you always try to stay positive. So what I'm getting, and you are a person, you work as a sponge. This is a message I'm getting for you too. Be sure to ground yourself. You must ground very often and cleanse your aura. Because crystal children, yeah, their weakness is they soak in the energies from others too much. So, and when they soak in the energies from others too much, suddenly a crystal child feels depressed. Or they suddenly have the same thoughts, like the neighbor over there. You understand? And when a crystal starseed is not aware of this, so crystal child believes, yeah, these are my thoughts, I'm depressed. But many times you just feel the depression of the person next to you. And this is typical for a crystal child because they transform. They transform the energies, they transform, like a crystal stone. So crystal child works in the same way to a crystal stone. And you also must cleanse your crystals regularly. Yeah, and that's what I'm getting. The first message I have for you is I see that you work as a sponge, and I see some energies in your field, they are not yours. And it's like you took it on your shoulders here. You took it in and cleanse your aura. Sea salt bath, for example. Sea salt is a very powerful tool to cleanse your aura. Baking soda, I think it's the English translation. Mix sea salt with baking soda. This is powerful. So when I do this baking soda mixing with sea salt, it's the best bath I can take. So it's like my skin, you know, is shining. So much is happening. So I like this. So and it cleanses my entire body and my aura. So maybe it helps you. Or you go to the pool. So even this, reconnect with water and stay in the sun. Crystal children need the sun, by the way, like a crystal stone. So when they want to cleanse their aura, they need nature, they need water, and they need the sun. So much. Otherwise, they don't feel good. So this is a message I have for you first. And when I dive into your origins, in first case, I see Pleiades. I see you are a very typical Pleiadian starseed. So I see 70 is your origin. I see your home is the star Alcyone. So I don't know if you are aware of the 7 sisters of Pleiades. So the most brightest star is Alcyone. Alcyone is the central sun of Pleiades, by the way. Alcyone is the central sun. It's the brightest star. Yes, and I see this is your home. You were there first. I see you had 8 incarnations on Pleiades. I see you had 2 incarnations just on Alcyone. 2 times you were female, I see, and you worked as an energy healer and as a soul healer. So you have a very healing energy. And this is a reason why you take in the energies from others so much, because you just transform their pain. You transform. And the message I have for you is that you work on this, that you train this muscle, because I see you work as an energy healer, as a soul healer. And maybe people trust you very easily and you don't know why. Maybe they talk to you and they talk about their private life, about their problems, and you even don't know them. So this is typical for Pleiadian in general and for soul healers. People trust them. People see their pure hearts and they know I will not be judged by her or by him. She sees me for real. And they talk about their private problems and you even don't know these people. So when this happens to you, you do agree, yes. It's a sign you work as an energy healer and as a soul healer. And your guides tell me, work on this and share your gifts. Maybe you can do Reiki healing, energy healing, light code healing, publish content, for example, or visit some events, certain communities, or maybe you can offer coachings, soul coachings, however you label this, because I feel you can guide the people because they trust you and you can help them to open their hearts in first case, okay? So I suggest start with Pleiades first because you had 8 incarnations there. I see you had incarnations in 5D and in 62 inside the Pleiadian constellation, but your origin is 7D Alcyone. I also see Andromeda. Andromeda is the second strongest connection you have. 4 times I see you were there, and I see many different planets inside Andromeda in which you had an incarnation. So you were inside the Andromedan galaxy. It's another galaxy, and you had 4 incarnations there, and this all took place in 7D as well. 7D is a very celestial dimension. It's the last dimension in which we still have a quantum body, quantum. Everything is based on quantum up to 7D. What I see, you still age and you still reincarnate, but you are very celestial already, very celestial. It's like almost you are ready to ascend back to heaven, almost. Okay, so that's what I see. Andromeda is a very powerful galaxy. We have a strong connection to Andromeda, Milky Way. They are sisters, very close. But Andromeda, I feel, has a stronger energy to Milky Way. It's stronger. I see the solar plexus energy strong from Andromeda. And when you do grid work by them, you feel very empowered. Yes, that's what I see. And I also see Sirius. Sirius is what I see, the last connection you have. And you were on Sirius A. I see just Sirius A. Because you had an incarnation on Sirius A, you worked with the Lyran and with the Blue Avian energy too. Because Lyra and the Blue Avians, they take a very important role on Sirius A. So they are very well known as well. So many people believe that a Sirian from Sirius A is a Lyran in many ways, because they embody their DNA too. So I suggest start with your home Pleiades. So when I dive into your 8 incarnations there, basically I see you working as an energy healer, as a soul healer. A few times I see you working with nature, with fairies. Yes, and I see you 2 times working as an ambassador, and you're traveling, and I see you in a UFO. You worked as not as a commander, but like you're taking care of Pleiades, what I'm getting, and you had council meetings. That's what I see. So and these are the energies which are coming through the most. But I suggest start with these healing abilities you have. So maybe you are guided to it soon. Yeah, and I see basically Pleiadians around you. You have much Pleiadian support. Do I get more, or is this all? No, you have a warm aura. I see you have a crystalline colored aura. It's very celestial. Thank you so much for trusting in my service. And yeah, take care, Christine. So I received the next donation by Jacob Robinson. Thank you so much for trusting in my service. So for all those which are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Silly Sandra is doing psychic readings, live readings here. So when you are guided to have a reading with me, you find my TikTok channel here. Just when you take a click onto it, you will see my link tree. And in my link tree attached, there's my PayPal link. Just donate to my PayPal link, and then I can do a live reading for you here. Minimum donations are $22.22 for spirit guide readings, starseed readings, as I did it for Christine, are $33.33, and live energy healings are $44.44. Thank you so much. Thank you. So Jacob already respond. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, I remember you. 1 second. Oh, you asked me a question. Thank you so much for trusting in my service again. Yeah, let's see what kind of messages I receive. So I restart here. Yeah, let's see about your past. Let's see what I'm getting for you. 1 second. Where are you? Here you are. Okay, let's see. In first case, I see that I have the impulse first to talk about your current situation. I see stay more in the now. That's the first message I receive. I feel you are a person, you dive very deep and you want to understand everything to the smallest detail. Yeah. And on one hand, it's good, but when it's too much, you always dive into the past. And our brains doesn't understand. Our brains, they don't understand the difference. Because when you dive into the past, your brain believes it's still happening. You understand what I'm talking about? And because you are a person, you are very curious and you want to understand everything. When you do too much of this work, it's like maybe you cannot feel your intuition and what your heart tells you right now to do. Because I feel you are a person. You are allowed to express who you are. You are allowed to express your true self. And you are a person, what I'm getting, when I dive into your past lives. Let's see if I see something. Yeah, I see something about Earth. I see an incarnation. It's Asia. Asia, somewhere in Asia. It's Malaysia, more this area, what I'm getting, this area. And how shall I explain this? Which year is this? Maybe I receive messages on this. 1430, this century, circa 1430. And I feel you lived a very pure life there, what I'm getting. And is this your last incarnation on Earth? Yes, I received a message. It's your last incarnation. That's why I see this. Is it true that you are afraid to earn money? Or are you afraid of having something for yourself? Or to earn enough money? Or maybe you believe money is the root of all evil, just an example. So, or are you afraid of the power? Let's say when you have much money. Can I ask you this question? You hate money. Okay, that's what I see. Because there is something, has to do with your past life. Because I saw Asia, and the first messages I received is Malaysia, this area. And I received the number 1430, circa. And I see you were a man. And you were very, not religious, but you believed a lot in the traditions, in the culture. And I see you praying, I see you chanting many times. It's like you were very linked to the culture, to Buddha, what I'm getting to. So you worked a lot. I see also something like a temple, but I see you were pure. You had not much on the material level and you struggled a lot. And from this incarnation, you carry some fear, like you're afraid of earning money because you believe it's evil, or maybe there's a part inside of you which are afraid the same happens again to you. And because you are afraid the same happens to you again, like in your past life, maybe you attract just chaos. Maybe you over and over lose money. Maybe there are people that just want your money when you have some money, or people that just manipulate you and they take away this, what I'm getting. I don't know if this resonates with you. Yes, I also see this. Yeah, that you have more incarnations, but that's an incarnation I see. I cannot say for sure why, but I see it was the last incarnation. So that you struggled with money, and that's a picture I see. Yeah. So, and I feel from this incarnation, you carry this fear. So, and don't be afraid to earn money or to have something for yourself. That's what I'm getting. So please don't be afraid to have something for yourself, because there is something inside of you when you earn money. This way. Yeah. Oh no. It's like you spend your money and then boom, suddenly it's gone. It's like you almost have no money. I don't know if this resonates, but that's what I'm getting about you. Yes, and I also see the Atlantean energy. I see Greece and Egypt. Yes. So from there, I asked, do you care traumas from these times? I see Atlantis a little bit, but it's different. It's not because of money. It's about your power, that you really stay sovereign, that you really do what you love. And I also suggest detach from the past, detach from this. It's in many ways more important to stay focused on this lifetime, that you really stay focused on this incarnation, because you embody all your past lives now. So this means almost everything what happens in this incarnation happened in many ways already in the past. So it's like when you dive into the issues you have in this lifetime, it's many times just a mirror from your past lives. So this means when you hear what happened in this life cycle, you already hear your past lives, because this is just an illusion. The past, the future, because actually everything happens right now and your brain doesn't understand anyway. So this means when you dive over and over into your past life incarnation from Atlantis, your brain doesn't understand. So your brain believes it's still happening. But I believe it's more important to stay focused on this incarnation. Can you tell me something about my mom? Oh wow, I'm so sorry to hear this. I can ask if I'm allowed to ask or to dive deeper. I'm not allowed to say too much. I don't know if I got it right what I see. I see she was a very wise soul, a very wise person. I feel bad she went through much pain. I don't know if I got it right what I see. Much pain and suffering at the end. I feel she is safe. Her soul is safe. So that's all I can say. I see she is protected, she's guided. But I don't receive a picture where. Where is she? I saw something like Pleiades. It's a very harmonious, a very vibrational energy, and she didn't reincarnate, what I see. She is still in the cosmos, in higher dimensions, what I see. She didn't reincarnate yet. She's safe. I received the message. I see she's happy. But I feel she suffered a lot. I don't know if this is right. She was almost my best friend, and yes, she suffered before she went, yeah. She went through much pain, I saw. Yeah, she's home. That's all I can say. I see Pleiades. I see golden beings. They have a golden aura, golden colored humans. Yeah, it's Pleiades what I see. She's there. But I feel she didn't reincarnate. She's still there. Maybe she will not come back to Earth. I don't know. It's her choice. That's all I can say. And these are the Pleiadians. Yeah, they are with her. Very lovely and kind energies. So she is detaching from all the pain on Earth, what I felt. She's releasing this, she's detaching from this, and she has guidance and support. Yes, and I feel she's free. That's all I can say. So I don't know if this resonates with you. I feel I'm not allowed to dive deeper into this, but yeah, she's safe. This is all I can say. Maybe this helps you. Thank you so much. I wish you my prayers. I'm very sorry to hear the loss of a family member or people we love. Yeah, it's always painful. So even when we are spiritual and we know that death is not the end, that that's a normal human reaction, that we cry, right? So like even when you lost your pet, which you loved, so you know it's not the end, the soul goes home, you know what I'm talking about, but it's a normal human reaction to cry. So there are some people that don't cry, you know, but it's normal. So don't judge yourself. Oh gosh, I'm not spiritual because I'm crying. This is normal. We are humans. So, and we humans, we feel emotions. So it's the greatest gift. So this makes us different, or not different, but we feel emotions in all detail and we can describe our feelings. And this is human, to be human. We are very emotional beings, emotional intelligence. So actually we are. So, and when you cry because you lost someone, it's normal. So don't judge yourself. So bad. I also see this many times. So many people judged me. I'm not kidding. As I cried, because Sinead O'Connor died. So I cried so much because she died. So because I had a very deep soul connection to her, not because I'm bold myself, but when I saw her on the stage, when I looked her into the eyes, when I heard her voice, so I felt she's my soul sister. I cannot explain this connection, even when we never met each other in real, but it's like she is my soul sister. And I cried so much. And I felt this already before I knew she died. I cried the whole day and I didn't know why. Yes, and as I cried so much, you know, rest in peace. So there were so many people judging me, like, true spiritual people know it's not the end. True spiritual people know that we don't have to cry this way. So, it's a normal human reaction. So just saying. So, and I cried because I had a very deep soul connection to her and I felt she suffered so much. She suffered so much on earth. Yes, I received many comments on this. Like, true people, they don't cry when a person dies, you know? It's like, what? Yeah. So this is what I try to say. So what is this? We are staying in a cage again. That's all I can say. I also cried as Michael Jackson died because I always called him, he's my brother, since childhood. So I watched his concerts. I was 7 years old and I saw him on the stage dancing and I called him, he's my brother, I remember. I was a small child with my blonde hair, right? And I always said, oh, he's my brother, he's my brother. So, and I never believed what they told about him. Never I believed this, as they tried to punish him. Never. I always saw, no, he's my brother, he's my brother. He just suffered so much here. He suffered so much and he never overcame his trauma, I see. He never overcame this trauma with his father. Never. Absolute nightmare. But he was an empath, like you and me. And this is what I always saw in him. And that's why I always called him, he's my brother. And I cried so much. So even when I knew it's not the end, but I cried anyway. You see this? So every person is different. So just stay true to yourself. Be authentic. Be authentic. So the right people will always stand by your side. And when you show your authentic self, you see what happens. Not everyone understands you. So, hey, I believe you're spiritual. Why are you crying? Because Sinead O'Connor died. So, because it makes me sad. The answer is simple. It makes me sad. But I forgot I'm not spiritual. You see, this is like What is this? It's a mind prison. We just want to be free, isn't it? So we just want to spread our wings and fly. We don't judge a child. Actually, we don't. A child is crying also. So when their pet is dying, be it a rabbit, be it a cat, a child is crying mostly. So it's normal. We are humans, man. Okay, thank you so much. I received the next donation by Saloni. Thank you so much, Saloni. So do you ask for a reading, or because you sent me a message here, I cannot translate for sure. I don't know if you are here. I don't know. Or maybe it was a gift. I really don't know. Thank you so much. Oh, hi, Rainer girl. Much love to you. Yeah, we're just talking about what is spirituality, you know? The mind prison. We need a box again, right? What is spirituality? Yeah, you will see the more you free yourself from all these labels, you don't belong to a community for real. So even when you talk about all this, but you don't belong for real, and maybe it feels strange at the beginning, but in return, it's freedom. You free yourself. You know, and I'm a person, I love it to observe everything. So I observe all communities, but it doesn't say because I'm worried about the Burning Man festival that I'm with them and that I do agree what they do to 100%. So this is the mind prison. So actually we just want to break free, isn't it? So especially when you see people just on social media, we cannot judge these people. So we don't know them private. So we don't know them. We are not with them 24 hours per day, every day. So we just see this, what they show us on social media, but we don't know their private lives. So just saying, thank you so much. I feel you in your heart. You can totally. Oh, thank you so much, Simona, for your kind compliment. Thank you so much. I'm vibrating on an excellent frequency. I feel so much love for everyone. Yes, of course. This is the divine process. The solar flares are currently hitting. So M-class solar flares. And yes, this new sun really helps us to stay in our heart. There is no other way. I mean, I spend time outdoors again. You know, I'm outdoors every day and I spend time in the sun. And the sun was so bright today. Today, the sky was very clean here in Germany. But the sun was so bright, so wow, even the sky was so blue, almost like my dress here, this color here, this circle. The sky was blue this way. The sun was so bright, beautiful. And I feel it so strong in my heart, like we got pushed to stay in our hearts now. There is no other way. You just say adios to your old self. Your old self is this, yeah? I talk about 3D and 4D consciousness. So when we really want to embody New Earth, we must feel with our hearts more. Do you know the speech of Charlie Chaplin, the great dictator, the motivational speech? It's still a very current speech. So he says the same. He was a big inspiration. I mean, he tried to make people happy in a very dark time. So, and he succeeded. You know, many people were laughing. So that's a hard job too, to keep going during these dark times. It was so much darker, these times. But Charlie Chaplin, he had the right words. So in this speech is still so emotional. It goes so deep. Because we must feel with our hearts, because God lives in all of us, and not just in a group. You know, religion, for example, it's in all of us. So, and this is 5D consciousness. Yes, it's our heart. This is the most high vibrational energy we can embody here. And through your heart space, you break it. You break the mind prison. So you see that every person carries a dark side and a light side. But what matters is your intent, When you see people have a good heart, they mean it good. Maybe they were not accurate 100%, maybe they were mistaken, but please see more the hearts and not so much the label. The same goes to a community. You see in every community the dark side and you see the light side, because this is earth here. You see the light side on social media, you see the dark side on social media. You see it everywhere. But what's crucial is our heart. So my big wish is just that when we talk about spirituality, love and light, that we really mean it serious. So that we stop judging people in, hey, you are just spiritual when, you're just spiritual if, and so much more. Or don't talk about the dark force, narcissist, because you're just spreading fear. When you don't feel it to do it, okay, it's your path, but maybe it's the path of the other starseed to do it. Because in return, we are just guided now to our mission, to our heart, and you understand your divine purpose slowly. So you cannot run away, and the sun is so high vibrational. So yes, the sun is pushing us now to stay heart-centered. There is no other way. And you really have no time. You have no power to battling over and over people. Really, as I saw these comments today, about the Burning Man on Instagram, it went totally out of control. I was like, I'm too weak and too tired to dive into this. So it's really like I waste my time. I have no time for this. My intent was to shine light onto this and to send them my prayers anyway. Okay, even when I don't agree with everything. But just saying, we must think and feel more in terms of frequency and vibration. The dark force know, by the way. They work with frequencies. They work with technology. They know it's frequency. Just saying. Okay, Tonje is next on the list. I hope Tonje is still here. Oh wow, you sent me a message. Let's wait for Tonje to come online here. Then I can do your reading too. Thank you so much. But I think I will go offline very, very soon. Thank you so much, Dave. Oh, so you are Saloni. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, then I do your reading first. I'm sorry. I was not sure. So what kind of service do you need? I think an intuitive reading, right? Let's do this. Then I keep your reading intuitive. Let's see what kind of message I have for you. First of all, I scan your soul signature. I see your heart chakra is your main chakra and your throat chakra. So the first message I have for you is talk, speak. You must express your soul. Talk. I see your throat chakra is very strong. And I see your heart chakra is very strong. You are a person, yes, you have compassion for every person on this planet. And you are a person, you also cannot hate for real. And the time has come to speak your truth. I don't know if I got it right. Are you a person you cannot trust for real? Or you cannot trust in yourself and in your abilities? Because I feel you are a person, you were there for people many times. And you see the solution other people always. So when a person comes to you, you see the solution. You can give them tips, accurate guidance, but when it's about yourself, I don't know. What's important for me? What are my values? What are my true gifts? So the message I receive from your guides is just dive into this now. Really do self-care. When you feel it's too much, over and over supporting people around you, you feel it in your heart because your heart is strong. You have a strong heart chakra. You see it and you feel it. Really, you feel it in all detail. And trust the first feeling you have in your heart. And when you feel this, this way, when your heart is really closing this way, trust this feeling and don't do it. So don't support a person over and over and over again when you feel this way. So I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired. I really must calm down. Then please place a boundary and really stay focused on doing self-care now. And you are worthy. You are worthy. You deserve it to be happy and you deserve it to live your power now. And you are a person, you are allowed to receive. You are allowed to receive. So maybe you're so humble. You were there so many times for people. And for you, it's like, no, I don't need money. I don't need a gift. I don't need a thank you anyway, right? And it's like, it's your trait. It's a gift you have. You have so much love in your heart. But you see, when you just give and you give and you give and you give, and the people don't appreciate what you do, it's like you're always empty. So what I'm getting about you is, at first, believe in yourself and trust the first feeling you have. Because your heart chakra is very wide open. It's the strongest chakra I see, and your throat. When you feel you want to speak more about your emotions, I feel you are a person, you always listen to others. And I don't have to talk, it's okay. I love it to listen to others. So speak more. Because there are people out there, they are interested in to know you too. So you are allowed to speak. So express your emotions, let it all out. So because I feel you took in much energies from others. So maybe now you're all confused because maybe you don't know what are your gifts, but it's easy in your case because you have a very wide open heart chakra. And you can ask your higher self questions, by the way. Because your higher self responds to your heart. So when you ask your heart, what is the next step in my life? Or you ask very accurate questions, you receive an answer. Is your heart closing or is your heart opening? So the first feeling is true. So when your heart is closing this way, you can be sure it's not right. Because you as an empath, you have a very strong intuition in general. When you feel you are joyful and excited, you can be sure it's right. So, and be it you want to be on vacation next. Just an example. And you have this feeling, please do it. When you feel it's closing, please don't do it. Even when other people tell you, hey, you're stupid, you have to do it. No, it's your life. You as an empath, you have a strong intuition in general. So you know exactly what you have to do, but most of us, we are just having a low self-esteem. So, and this is the message I have for you, Saloni. First, ask your hard questions. So, and just be honest with yourself. What do you need now? How do I express my emotions? It's very simple. You don't judge yourself. So this means, for example, you got triggered or something happens. Or you dive into your childhood, for example, and you do inner child healing, let it out. So don't judge yourself. When you must cry, don't judge yourself. I know many spiritual people say something else. This way, toxic, life and light, right? Always smiling even when you're not doing good. But this is toxic. It's not helping you. And it's even not pure. It's even not authentic. Right? It's like, okay, I must smile because I'm afraid of being in a low vibration. This is like, okay, now we judge again and we blame our feelings, but it's about to express them because you know your soul is already on the right track and life is this. It's a roller coaster. It's not every day this. I call this toxic love and light because it's not real. It's fake. And behind it is fear. There's fear of not being good enough, fear not to belong to the spiritual community any longer. It's always the same. Okay, I don't know if this resonates, but this is a message I have for you. So, finally, next we have Tonye on the list. Thank you so much for your lovely comments. Wow, so many people are watching. I'm very grateful to see your faces. Much love to you all. Oh, thank you so much, Jacob. Release and shine. Of course, because after this, you shine in an authentic way. So your light is authentic. And that's totally different to a fake smile. You understand? It's like you must go through these shadows, through the challenges. But when you are the light in the darkness, you shine your light authentic in a completely different way. And the people see it. It's real. That's the secret. Thank you. So, where is Tanya, please? And I received a donation by Mask Muffin. Thank you so much for trusting in my service. Yes, but it is exhausting to let it go properly. Yes, of course, I understand. It takes time. It takes time. Ah, here you are. 1 second, I read your message quickly. Okay, so let's see if I receive a message on this. Can I ask you, how old is your son? Or maybe you sent me the message here already? No. Can I ask you, how old is your son? So the first thing I see is he can sense energies, entities, and he's clairvoyant. 19, okay. The message I receive, it's a mix of. I feel he can sense energies and he's very intuitive, but it mixes up with his own fear. I don't know if it's right, what I see. I see some projections, you understand? It's not so easy to discern, especially when we understand, oh fuck, we are traumatized, we carry programs. Sometimes we project our fear onto other people and we see the darkness in these people, but actually it's us. It's our own shadow we see in the people now, and we believe it's the people which are dark, but actually it's us. And what I'm getting about your son is it's a mix of. I feel he is hypersensitive, he's intuitive, maybe the people, they don't understand him in many ways, or maybe he plays a show, right? He plays a show, he's a tough guy this way, or he has to, but actually he is very intuitive and sensitive, and I feel this mixes up. It just mixes up what I'm getting. So, and I feel it's important for you to discern if it's a projection from himself or is it real that these beings are very dark. So, and it's easy to discern, actually, it is. When you can observe people with neutrality, yeah? You see, you sit in a train, for example, okay? Let's say you are clairvoyant. You have a very wide open pineal gland. So, and you see now the people around you, they have a dark aura, a dark energy, just an example. Or you see dark entities are working on them. You can observe this with so much neutrality. It's like you just see it with your, how should I explain that? With your third eye, and you're not attached emotional on this for real. I don't know if this helps you, but when the trigger comes up first, like this way, it's hard for me to explain this. So actually it's your shadow, and now you see the people around you are suddenly dark, but actually they are not. You understand? It's different. So I just can talk from my experience when I had this. So when it was a trigger myself, the trigger, boom, come first. And this feels totally different. So then suddenly I projected my fear onto other people. And I was not able to analyze their faces for real and their energy for real. Okay? So, and then I started to project, and it's actually not true. For example, as I had social phobia, when I was a teenager, I was so afraid of being surrounded by people, and I always did this, right? I always looked down to the ground, and I was so afraid. So I projected my fear onto every person around me. Yes, and when I looked to the people, they all looked dark. All they were dark, and I was so scared and so afraid of them. But in return, it was not true. Not every person saw me in this way. So, and it was like the trigger came first, right? But when I see it with my third eye, with my pineal gland, I see it here. It's hard for me to explain it different, but I see the energy and I observe. I'm the observer, you understand? And I'm not triggered. I'm not attached on this emotional, because I just see it with my third eye and I start to observe the energy. You understand the difference? So I just can talk from my experience. And when it's a trigger, this way. So the trigger comes first and then I start to react. So I don't know if this helps you, but that's the message I have for you. Learn to discern if it's a projection, a shadow projection, if you will. This is what many people do at the moment in the spiritual community, especially. Yeah, they will project a lot. because our own triggers, our own shadows are coming up so strong now, and it's so overwhelming that suddenly we see all people as evil, for example, and we really cannot discern any longer. Okay, so I don't know if this helps you guys. My tip, and I talked from my experience, and it really feels different. So when I scan energies, it feels different to me as when I got triggered, for example. I don't know if this helps you. Thank you so much. Okay, next we have Musk Muffin. So I hope Musk Muffin is still here. Anne, thank you for asking me. Actually, I try to go online every day, every evening. So I cannot promise I'm online every day, but yes, I tried. So you are still here. So I think I do the last reading for you today. Maybe I can do 1 or 2 reading more after yours today. So when you feel it to have a reading with me today, you can check out my TikTok channel. So just take a click onto my TikTok channel and you see my link tree in my bio. So minimum donations for spirit guide readings are $22.22 US. Starseed readings are $33.33 US, and life energy healings are $44.44 US. So when you feel it, maybe I can do 1 or 2 reading more after Musk Muffin, but then I will go offline very soon. It's already midnight in Germany. So let's see. I read your message here. You ask for a starseed reading. Yeah, my impulse tells me I give you a starseed reading. Let's see what I'm getting for you. First of all, I ask you, are you a starseed soul? The first message I receive is a no. But don't worry, I feel you are an old soul. So this is the reason why we use these labels to translate the frequency with our brains. Actually, my take on is from a higher perspective. We are all children from the stars. So we are all children by God. We all. So actually everyone is a starseed. But we use the label starseed to explain a soul which has the origin in higher dimensions or in other solar systems. And I feel your soul is originated on Earth. Yeah, this does exist. It does exist Earth souls. So it doesn't mean that starseeds are better to an Earth soul. For a Pleiadian, you will be known as a starseed from Earth too, by the way, because actually we are all starseeds. So this means even when your soul is originated on Earth, for an Syrian or for a Pleiadian, you are known as a starseed from Earth, by the way. Just saying, yes. And I see you had many incarnations here on Earth. You were here so many times. The good news are you are very grounded. I see you have a very strong root chakra. You have a strong sacral chakra, a strong solar plexus chakra. And I feel that you went through many journeys and challenges. I feel your heart is very wide open too. I feel you did much work on yourself. I talk about inner child work, shadow work, and I see you are an old soul, by the way. So this is not the same for me. Starseed is a soul which has its origin in another dimension or in another solar system. So, and I see you are an old soul from Earth, and you know a lot when it's about Earth, what I'm getting, yeah. So I ask, what is the most advanced civilization you know? I see the Mayans, yeah. The Mayans, the Aztecs, and I see the Native Americans. Yes, I see your soul has deep connections to this culture. I see the Nordic energy too a little bit. Yeah, it's Norway, Sweden, this area. You also had some incarnations there that you worked with the Nordic and with the Celtic energies too once. But I see the most advanced civilization you witnessed is the Mayan civilization. I see you were there. Do I have a twin flame? Ooh, to be honest, I'm very careful with this. How shall I explain this? At one hand, I'm careful to give people answers onto this because, when I say now, yes, you have a twin flame, maybe you wait for your twin flame, you give your power away to a twin flame. Maybe you meet your soulmate soon and you say no to your soulmate because you wait for your twin flame. You understand? So it's the same. When we dive too much into this, we stay in a mind prison again. It's the same like with astrology. that we just give our power away to our zodiac sign. So, and the question is, why is it important for you to know if you have a twin flame? I can ask, but I'm careful. Okay, I'm very careful on this. I receive a no. I see not a twin flame, but I see many soulmates. So maybe I already answered your question, intuitive. I said, when you meet your twin flame, your soulmate, I'm sorry. When you meet your soulmate, it would be very sad when you say no to your soulmate because you wait for your twin flame to meet soon. Already talked about it, intuitive. So this is what I see. I see no, but I see soulmates. Soulmates. So, and my suggestion is just live your life. Not every soul on earth has a twin flame, by the way. Not everyone. So that's why please don't wait for your twin flames. Because really, I see, this is just what I receive, not every person has a twin flame here on earth. Even you as a starseed. So maybe your twin flame is still in the home. I talk about Pleiades, Sirius, and your twin flame is still there. The same. So maybe you can communicate with your twin flame, which is located in Sirius or in Pleiades, but don't wait for them. So just live your life, please. Just live your life and be yourself. So when you are guided to a very amazing soulmate, so open your heart for your soulmate. Just saying, because it can be a prison or a trap again. Just saying. And I also saw many people, they waited for their twin flame to meet, and they met so many amazing people and they always said, no, I wait for my twin flame. I wait for my twin flame. So, and this will probably be very sad, isn't it? Just saying. So I don't know if this resonates with you. I see you are an earth soul, you are an old soul, you're very interested in spirituality. This comes from a Mayan incarnation. I see you were there during these times. I see the Native Americans too. So maybe you want to reconnect back to them first, by the way, because I feel a lot will activate in your soul. So when you listen to Native American music or to Mayan-based music, I feel it helps you a lot. And I see soulmates on earth for you, but I see no twin flame. Okay? I hope so much it helps you. General, I'm very careful with these questions because I know many people are waiting for their soulmates and for their twin flames to meet. And, we give our power away to a person again, but what's about yourself? So you must be in marriage with yourself first. So you must do self-care. You must love yourself and do what you really feel in your heart. So treat yourself with much respect. And the more you treat yourself with respect, the more you are guided to a very lovely relationship because you simply understand who you are and you know your self-worth. Because we empaths, we always, have the tendency to be in relationship with a narcissist. Because a narcissist is the opposite of you. And they know your weakness. And when they see, you wait for your soulmate, you wait for your twin flame, they know how to manipulate you again. So, and then it's a horrible relationship again. So my suggestion, from my experience, I can speak again, every time when I searched for a relationship, I met always narcissists, always. I had a date with a narcissist and I saw it immediately, because when you study them, it's over and over the same signs and the same characteristics, if you will, and you can see this very clear. In many ways you can see. So just saying, so please just stand true to yourself, treat yourself with much respect, be in marriage with yourself first. So, and you know your self-worth, and when you know your self-worth, you will never allow to a narcissist to enter your life, never again, because you simply know your self-worth and you know who you are. And just a person which really sees you is ready to know you and wants to have a relationship with you. Just saying. It's the same with Marcel and me. We never searched for our twin flame. Never. So I was happy to stay single. Marcel was happy to be single. We just trusted our intuition. So I never asked for my twin flame. I never did affirmation or meditation. Never I did. So I just let it flow and I just trust my intuition. So that's all I can say. Thank you so, so much. Okay, so next we have Carol in the house. Carol also asked for a reading. Thank you so, so much. Yeah, you also can do the same in euros. So 22.22 euros. Yes. I mean, it's almost the same to US dollars. So when it's easier for you. But I think I will go offline soon. So I do her reading and I think I will go offline. Thank you so, so much. Yep, Psyche, Kimi Bia. So, I mean, I just speak from my experience. So really, when I searched for a partner, for a relationship, I tell you over and over and over, I was guided to narcissists over and over again. And they were attracted by my energy because they saw in my eyes, oh, maybe I can use her. She gives her power away to a partner. You understand? So this is the victim and savior program. So just do self-care and be in marriage with yourself first. And the relationships are changing. Just saying. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind comments. So, where's Carol, please? Psyche Kimi says, same with me. Yes, of course. It's like how shall I explain that? Many narcissists, it seems like these are empaths too, in many ways. Yeah. They are hypersensitive in many ways, but they are just good in seeing your weaknesses. They're very good in seeing your weakness, and they're very good in copying you. You understand? Because they have problems to feel their own personality and their own soul. That's why they start copying you. So everything you do, they suddenly like. For example, you love it to eat vegan food. Suddenly, this narcissist says, hey, I love vegan food myself. And they start copying you. And when you don't understand this, you believe, oh, wow, see, what a harmonious relationship. He's my soulmate. Wow, he's doing exactly the same what I do, you know. He has the same free time activities, but he has not the same activities like you. Actually, it's sad. Because a narcissist has problems to feel they are empty. And that's why they copy people. You understand? Okay, this is all I can say. These are signs, for example. It's too good. It's too good, right? You see it in their eyes. They lie. And now they tell you, hey, I love opera too. You know, for example, I love classical music. I love vegan food myself, right? I love it to do sports. And you see in their body, he doesn't do any sports. Yes, they just lie. They just lie. And when you say, hey, you lied to me on the first date, you told me you love vegan food. No, you're going crazy. I never said so. It's actually sad, yes. But they are very good in copying people. And they're very good in scanning your weakness. You know, and that's why it seems like these are empaths, because they're very good in studying your weakness and your behavior, just to copying it. They just mirror your behavior. But there is no true love. There is nothing, okay? Okay, Carol, I don't know if you already reached out to me. Yes, we must laugh a little bit more. Actually, it's sad. I mean, I have compassion anyway, but these are the first signs. You know, it does exist many different archetypes between a narcissist again. So I don't know the English translation on these archetypes, but yeah, there are a few. And not every narcissist is the same. It does exist narcissists. They appear as friendly, kind, lovely, and shy. And they always play the victim. Always they are the victim. Oh, you must help me. This way, you know, it does exist many different narcissists. Actually, it's sad. But yeah, you must place a boundary, because you as an empath, you will feel so empty inside. And you try to help them, especially when you see them crying. But the result is you are a dumb ass in their eyes. So they will never say thank you. And they leave you alone when you have no resources left. So and then they search for the next victim. It's sad. Yeah, so it's not about spreading fear. Do you see? It's different. When you understand how they play, you can navigate better. So you know what to do. So because we live in a highly narcissistic system, you know, it's the same. Okay, now I do your reading, Carol. You ask for an intuitive reading. Thank you so, so much. So let's see what I'm getting. First of all, what I see is, I don't know if I got it right, what I'm getting. I feel your energy feels more mind-based to me at the moment. The first message I receive is try to open your heart for the light again. And I don't know if it's true what I see. Do you live more a lonely life? Like you live alone, isolated? Maybe you are afraid to speak to people. Maybe you have problems to trust a person. I know it's not so easy, especially when you as an empath are always guided to a narcissist, especially when you are in trouble. So when an empath needs help, many times a narcissist appears as Prince Charming. Yeah, just saying. What I'm getting about you is that the time has come, Carol, to show up. Don't be afraid. I see that you had some very crazy experiences with people. And because you got hurt so many times, it's not easy for you to trust in life again. But I see you are here for a reason. And I see you are super intelligent. So when I dive into your soul signature, you are super intelligent. I see you are a very fast learner. You are also very logical based. You are very good in working with science. And I see you have a good long time memory. I don't know if this is true, but you underestimate yourself. So, and when you just do what you love, the right people will always stand by your side. I know you also attract some mosquitoes the more you shine your light, but you will discern very easy. Love bombing, for example, a very typical strategy too. You know, they put you up onto a pedestal. This, you're love bombing. Ooh. That's also a typical narcissistic tactic. And it feels to me like, Carol, that you went through this so many times too, that you were in contact with people which over and over hurted you. Because of that, it's not easy for you to go out. It's not easy for you to trust. And the first message I have for you is really do what you love. Really follow your purpose and create from within. Or you publish content, or you show us your artwork or your wisdom. And the people which are guided to you, they are guided to you anyway. Or visit some events. So I don't know. I talked about my experience, like I never belonged to a community for real, because it feels always like it's a mind prison for me. Like I just do what my heart tells me. And I'm not just spiritual, and I'm not just a starseed. I'm not just a metalhead. I'm not just a Psytrance festival fan. But yeah, many people still need these labels, I think, to feel safe. But try it anyway. Okay, try it. So you'll find always some people in every community, everywhere. And when it's just one person you like, and this person likes you, it's a lot. So I mean, what's more important? Thousands of people which just like your mask? Or one true friend which likes you for real? So just saying, my opinion number 2 is more important for me. So I prefer more to have 2 true friends instead of thousands of friends which just like my mask, or because I just follow the rules. You understand? This is so much more important for me. And this is a message I received for you. And these people are here, Carol. Please open your heart for life again. I see you faced so much darkness in your life and you already suffered so much. So please switch your focus and stand more on your timeline. So do what your heart truly desires and hold your connection here. So, because you're here for a reason, and you're not here to be always alone and isolated, this will not make us happy as starseeds either, just to stay alone and isolated. What should I do about my mind broadcast? Yeah, it does exist some tools. So the first message I receive is, I think it can be helpful. Talk about your feelings and about your emotions. And start with a diary book. Even when it sounds strange, start with a diary book and write everything down, everything. Or you do a podcast and you just do a podcast for yourself and you don't publish it. Just talking. Because I feel there is much emotion here in your etheric body, and you never spoke for real. You never talked for real. I don't know if this is true. And let's say you have a diary book, you already do a lot because you allow yourself to speak. And I feel even this is not easy for you, just to talk about your feelings, your emotions, or do a podcast, record it with your microphone, even when it's crazy, maybe. Yeah, it's like you have a self-conversation, and don't publish it when you don't feel it, and just speak and speak and speak and speak and let it all out. Do a song, play a musical instrument and let it all out. That's the first message I have. And then your mind calms down. Your mind calms down because suddenly you do what you really enjoy. You understand? And you stay more and more in the now. You're always. So our body and mind is not our enemy. No. I feel this is a misconception in the spiritual community. Like we are always at fight. It's like we are always at war. No. But your brain works with your heart together. That's the difference. So what we learned is we believe our mind is all that matters, and your mind is ruling over your heart. But actually your heart is first, and your mind is just doing what your heart tells you. So when we don't listen to our hearts, sooner or later our bodies are suffering too, yes. Because it's the last trial from our soul, please see me. Please see me. Then we have issues, problems, you understand? So it's like, I always see this as a screaming from our soul, always. So this is my take on your heart is first, your mind next, and your body follows. Body, mind, and soul in balance. So I'm not a fan of this typical spiritual teachings like remove your ego, remove your ego. I believe it's not working 100%. But your ego is a friend for your heart. That's all I can say. Thank you so much, Carol. I have the impulse to stop with your reading. So I don't know if this message resonates with you. I think I will go offline now. Thank you so much for trusting in my service. So yeah, it was a big honor for all those which are new here. My list is closed for today. I try to go online every day, almost the same time or maybe 2 hours earlier in future. You know, it's already midnight here. I go into sleep soon. So thank you so much for trusting my service. You're so awesome. I don't know if my message resonated with you, especially the intro. So we must have more compassion for each other, guys. Really. And feel and think more in terms of energy, vibration, frequency. And you will see every person on this planet really vibrates in a different frequency. So that's all I can say, yeah. So and please, we must stop putting people all in the same pot. Even when you see a community, call it the spiritual community. Not every spiritual person is the same and has to do the same. So because we are all unique in every single way. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. It was so much fun talking to you. Good night. See you soon.